Important question. How do you guys, what are all the techniques that you use to get this thing squared up? Because right now it's pretty much a perfect aligned structure. Everything is parallel and all that. What tools do you use? Can you walk us step by step to...
Well, we just use the level and string lines.
Okay, string lines and level, just a regular level?
You do the four corners. You get them level and staked.
Uh-huh.
And then we run string lines down all the walls all the way around, and then you leveled your other post up to that string line so the top rail is straight. And then you staked them up.
Uh-huh. And then what about...
And then the inside, we just put them there, and then we leveled all the posts from the outside in a grid pattern to get them pretty straight and level. And then we went this way too. So all the columns are fairly level, and the structure's fairly square. We went off here.
How'd you get the vertical alignment? String bob?
Yeah, we
Plumb
leveled
bob?
the columns. No, we just use. I don't use a string bob. I only use a string bob if you got a transit and you're trying to turn some angles. You just use a level, 4-foot level, carpenter level. So we leveled every corner. These corners, see how they had the braces on? We level each corner. We get them set vertically, and where we want them on the column, on the base, and then you run a string line real tight, and then you can take the rest of these columns and you level them up exactly straight, and then you brace them.
Okay.
And how do you? That's what we did. We worked our way around.
How do you get all the top pieces to be perfectly parallel to each other?
Well, your requirements was you wanted 11 feet to the bottom of the ceiling in the center. In this case, the columns weren't falling right, but you needed it for your columns fell the way you need it for your workshop. So we cantilevered that out. These columns are cantilevered out.
Okay, but did you simply put it at a certain height? So for here, you just put it at a certain height. You marked the height.
You see these center studs down here, and on the outside there's a single stud. That's 11 foot. So we set that over here.
Which one's 11 foot?
The center.
Yeah.
We set that column vertical 11 foot, and then we set that one at 11 foot. We measured over, and we made them the same distance this way, and we staked them in vertical. Then we strung a string line, and then we scabbed these 2x6 together to make one long one. We had to pre-measure, and we checked, and the dimensions are the same. So we pre-made all these pieces. We attached them here, and we put them up there. We actually used the chalk line. We chalked straight down, and we knew exactly what the height would be.
You chalked straight down what?
These here, from end to end. Now, another thing is we run a level line on these two columns here, exactly level from the outside. And then we measured up the exact same in case the floor was out of level. Well, at least we still run a level line from end to end. We didn't go off the floor. We went from end to end straight, exact level. And then we had a dimension we could run up. I don't know if you could see it. Here's one right here.
Right here.
See, this is exactly 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot. And it wasn't. We didn't go off the floor. We shot straight across, 5 foot. And then we had Then this is the exact level line we had to go up and get the exact level for the ridge. And every one we measured up the same distance, and then we just projected out and put them on there.
Now, for example, for these angles, for these 4 pieces meeting together, did you just eye it to get the angle of cut?
No, we had to measure with our speed square. Once we got that, we figured our angles. It's actually 6 degrees on this particular slope, which is about a 212 pitch.
Okay.
So we pre-cut those, and then after these were all up this way, then we come back and they were straight, and then we come back with the ridge rafter, and we put the ridge rafter on. And then we come back with the ridge rafter, and we come back over here and measured this side of the building, and we did our cuts, and then put these on, did the same thing. So now it's all. Now what we're doing now is beefing up these columns. We put these on, and then
so these are going to stay as we build the column, or are we going to take them off?
The column. Now, from here down will be a green board, a little piece of green board to support that. And then over here where we got the single. Right here, we still got a single piece there. Now we'll bring that on up, and that's what he's putting on. He's beefing the rest of the columns up because there's a lot of weight on these. He's beefing all these pieces up. And he'll be done with that probably within an hour.
Yeah. So this stays as we build around it.
Right.
We'll build around
it. All this stuff will stay. It's a lot of weight. And then I'll take the electric chainsaw and I'll cut all these pieces off and sticking up so they're flat. And then we'll be good to go to start sliding these up.
Will exterior trim?
Pardon?
Yeah. Exterior trim with a chainsaw?
Well, no, we're just cutting the top piece off. Yeah, it's a rough cut, but it's easy to do with a chainsaw.
Okay.
And then we'll put the first panel up and get that panel square, and then we'll attach it, and when that way it stays square, and we'll support it, and then we'll slide the next panel up, and it'll be cantilevered off this one beam, and we'll probably right in through here. We're probably going to put some uprights. We're just going to put them here and quick nail it a little bit, kind of give you a little support for that panel, because that's a free span there of 2x6 over that whole panel.
So you're going to put one running down the middle here too?
No,
I mean,
no.
How are you going to span that's like 16 feet?
Oh, for right now, we're going to put a crippler in here to hold it while we set the panels. See, these panels are all going to cantilever over a little bit.
Yeah.
So once we get them attached to each other, and then we'll still put some cripplers in to keep it straight. And then when we do the next layer on top, then those seem to be staggered. And then when we start gusseting all this together, then that makes one big giant beam, like you were talking about. See, so it's one big giant beam between the two boxes. So the bottom box will be weak and flipsy until we get the top box on.
Yep.
And then this side, and then we're going to have to. These are all 16s. So see, this will go down here, and this next box we're going to have to make a box. I don't want to cut them down, because it's not 16 foot again. It's like 27.2 or something. So now on the outside box we'll be okay because we're coming over 4 foot. That'll give us the 32 feet. But this you won't. So we'll have to make a box up here. We'll have to make those. But really today, if we don't get any worse wind-wise and we can get things running here, we'll probably get the bottom boxes on all the way across here.
Excellent. Now, does this stay after we're done, or that comes off?
No, it's gone. All this stuff is gone. After we're all done,
we're gonna have nice vertical space.
Well, that's what you wanted. That's why you didn't use trusses. You wanted some height.
Yep.
So that's the only reason you didn't. Otherwise you could have used trusses, but you wanted.
Plus 2 to 3 times fold increase in cost if you use standard trusses. I did the math.
Okay. Well, anyway, this will give you your space there, but this all will come down once we're done. Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.